What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? So this is going to be Big Brother, uh, the eviction on Danny's watch. Now, Danny has had to nominate 4 people up until this point. The two original, no, 3. I'm sorry, the 2 original, and then no, 4. The 2 original, and then David used his power, so then she had to nominate a 3rd person, and then Davon used the power of veto to save Kevin. So she had to nominate 4 people. But right now we have Tyler and we have Ian on the block, and Kevin and Davon have finally figured it out. I think they realized that Tyler isn't campaigning. They said, "Wait a minute, he's on the block, but he's chilling," which means that either A, he's just ready to go home, or B, he knows he's not in danger, which means that that's an alliance, because they know they're not in the alliance. So that's 2 right there eliminated. Ian must not be in the alliance, or at least Ian thinks he's in the alliance, but he ain't in the big alliance. And so they're figuring it out, right? So they're finally putting these pieces. Now, Davon has been working with Nicole all week, and she went right up to Nicole after the veto and was like, "Listen, so what's good? You mad? What?" And Danny was like, "Yeah, I mean, you really put me in a bad situation." And Danny's like, "She just blew up her game." I'm like, if y'all play this right, everybody's game gonna get blown up. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people. They didn't play it right though. We'll get there. So, of course, Nicole is just really, really pissed off and upset, and she's crying because she is such good friends with Ian. No, from the very beginning, you said that you and Ian had this alliance because y'all were both former winners. Now all of a sudden, y'all are such good friends, and it just brings me back to this whole pre-gaming shit. This whole, we had the conversation before we got here. How close are you and Ian, Nicole? Because up until now, you've just been talking like, it's game. I just don't want to be the only winner in here. And so we made this agreement that it would just, it would come down to us, right? So Nicole tells Danny, like, "Listen, I really want to save Ian. Like, I think now is the time for us to make a swing. Like, I think it's time for Tyler to go home." And Danny was like, "Listen, the committee ain't ready. I'm not going against the committee, and neither should you, because you're going to blow your whole game up." Nicole says, "Well, I at least have to try. Like, I at least have to try. Like, he is my friend." Danny was like, "Girl, go on. Go on then. Like, that's what you feel like you need to do, girl. Go home. Go on. But at the end of the day, don't tell me I didn't tell you. Okay?" So she goes and she tries to, talk the talk or whatever. And Memphis told her point blank. Memphis was like, "Listen, if you want to go ahead and vote for Ian, then you can be the next person in the jury house." I said, "Oh, look at Memphis taking swings." Okay. Then we found out that we have a whole nother alliance that I don't know if we knew about or not, child. But it's Cody, Nicole, Danny, and Ian. And that's another reason why Ian thinks he's sort of safe, because he thinks he's in this little alliance. Boy, please, you so far down on that totem pole, I don't even know what to tell you. And so he goes to Danny, and he lets Danny know straight up, "Listen, I don't think I'm as big of a pawn as you think I am. Like, I really feel like I'm in danger and that I'm about to go home. Like, Tyler ain't campaigning. I'm talking to people, and they, they telling me that they can't vote for me. Like, I really think you made a mistake. You put up one of your, alliance members, and now I'm about to go home." And I'm thinking, boy, you don't even know. She got both of her alliance members up there, but you are going home. Like, you were never a pawn. You were always going home. Like, be clear. Even if Danny wanted Tyler to go home, you were always going home. However, if Danny did want to make a swing and send Tyler home, actually, the perfect situation did present itself, because Nicole really was split and she was torn, and she let Cody know that she was not happy and she was upset by the whole thing. She let Cody know that, listen, at the end of the day, Danny had a chance. She had the opportunity to either put my number 1 up or put your number 1 up. She chose to put your number 1 up. I mean, my number 1 up, because my number 1 is Ian. Yours is Enzo. And just as hard as I'm fighting for Ian, you would be fighting for Enzo if Enzo was up there on the block. Now, privately, Cody was like, "Yeah, she right." But to her, he was like, "Nah, Danny, no. I mean, nah, Nicole, you got to understand, like, it's just that time. You don't want to blow your game up. Like, this would blow your whole game up. Are you ready to blow your game up? It's going to put a target on you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?" Now, Kevin, David, I was shocked about. But I knew Kevin and Danny, they were going to vote for Tyler. Like, I knew that was the plan. Ian only needed 2 more votes. Well, actually, Ian messed around and got 3. Got the 3rd vote. He got David, right? If Nicole votes to send Tyler home, then it forces a tie and Danny has to make a decision. And either way, Danny sort of exposes herself a little bit. Because if she picks Ian over Tyler, even though Ian's going to the jury house, Ian now knows, oh, so this was a setup from the beginning. Now, at the beginning of all of this, you wanted to take a swing at Tyler. Perfect opportunity. That's all you had to tell Nicole. Listen, Nicole, look. Now, at the end of the day, though, it would have blown your game up. It would definitely blown your game up. But at this point, y'all about to start picking each other off anyway, so y'all might as well take a swing. And Nicole was like, this is the perfect week to do it. This is the perfect week to do it. Because, yes, if we take off Tyler, yeah, we have to contend with Cody and Memphis. But if me and Danny team up and we knock Tyler off, we've sort of realigned the alliance. Hell, matter of fact, team up with Davon and Kevin. But, of course, they don't think like that because this is just not a good season of Big Brother. Don't nobody want to take any chances. Nobody wants to step out on a limb. Nobody wants to take any I said that already. But nobody wants to do that. This is not All-Stars. I don't know what this is, but this is certainly not an All-Star season. So we get down to the vote. Nicole votes with the herd, and she votes Ian out. Ian, you're such a good friend that you've been crying all week about. You vote Ian out. Now, Ian gave a real great exit. You know, he hugged everybody and shook everybody's hand and all that great stuff. And when he talked to Julie Chen, he was very composed and he said all the right things. But I think he was really hurt, and I think he was really angry. And he did tell Danny point blank. He was like, if I go home, you already know I'm not going to vote for you, right? So, like, you can make it all the way to the end, but you will not have my vote. If I'm in jury, you will not have my vote. And she was like, I understand. Oh, my gosh, I understand. Because she was just straight up lying to him to his face the whole week. Like, she was like, you're not going home. You are not my target. I'm so sorry. Which they all do. I shouldn't say it like Danny's special. That is part of the game. You got a lot of people. But, anyway, so that was that. Now, they got a couple... The HOH, they had the whole cliffhanger thing, and the feeds weren't back up. Last time I did that, as soon as I clicked off the video and was uploading the video, then I found out who was HOH. I checked before I started the video, and I still can't see who won HOH. But they have to put together this puzzle or whatever. So I do know that this is going to be crucial, very crucial. David, Kevin, or Davon, really, or Nicole. I think Nicole would be the perfect HOH this week. Because I think Nicole is ready to take a swing. Then again, she's so weak. Ugh. I just don't want it to be Memphis, Cody, Tyler, or Christmas. Well, we know it can't be Danny. Anyway, we'll see who it is. Then they also have this, like, power coming in next week where... First of all, who still has the power left? I know, Danny still has her power, and I have to look at my notes. I forgot what the hell Danny's power can do. But I know she has a power. David used his, so that's out. And who was the third person? Christmas? Was it Christmas that had a power? So we'll see if they use their power this week. I know one is about the veto. I think Christmas has the one about the veto. And Danny has the one where you can possibly compete in HOH 2 weeks in a row. So why didn't she activate the power? Because she's outgoing HOH. Why didn't she activate the power to be HOH again? Huh. I would have activated the power so I could play. And possibly be HOH again. Because she only has 2 more weeks to use it, either this week or next week. That's interesting. I don't know why she didn't activate her power. Anyway, so then they're going to have like a neighbor. This is something new. And the neighbor is going to be an all-star. So who's going in the house? Now, people on the internet were saying Swaggy. Swaggy is at home with Bailey, child. Because it has to be somebody who's been in quarantine. So it ain't Swaggy. So anybody saying Swaggy, child, Swaggy is him and Bailey are living their best life. He done bought them matching Teslas. They done went on shopping sprees. Bailey done child, Swaggy ain't in that house. But it is an all-star, so it'll be very interesting to see who pops up. And if it's David, y'all, I'm done. I mean Derek, I'm done. Because, Derek is the one that they said has been pre-gaming this shit all along. He's been playing Puppet Master. So if he's the all-star that's in the neighbor's house, I'm going to really be side-eyeing Big Brother and CBS. Anyway, y'all let me know. I know by the time I do this, hold on, let me get my phone. Let me check before I get off of here to see if anybody knows who the HOH is. Let me see real quick. Let me see real quick if we know who the HOH is, child. Okay, they say the fees are back up. So let me see. Hold on, y'all. Because last time, as soon as I got off of here. Okay, the fees are back up. Let me see. Well, the person... Hold on, let me see. Now they said that Nicole, now, house stuff, they said that Nicole was mocking Ian and his autism, and it looks like they said that she's lost several endorsements. Oh, wow. That's gotta hurt. You're gonna come out of seclusion and find out your money gone, honey, child. And then the other thing that's going on, sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to see if I can find out who the HOH is. Okay. It doesn't look like I can find out before I get off of here. But the other thing that's been going around this week is that allegedly, what? That's not what I'm looking for. Allegedly, Memphis referred to Derek by the N-word. And I say allegedly because I think that's a very serious accusation, and I don't want to make it if it's not true. But that has been going around all week on the feeds. So if he didn't say it, he said something that sounded like it. And yeah, that's not good either way. Alright, let me check this one last place, and then if it's not here, then I'm gone. Alright, it's not here, you guys. Alright, I couldn't tell you. Sorry. I was trying to get it before we got off of here, but we gone. Peace.